This one is the most ludicrous. This is the idea that because Thomas is the Greek word and the Aramaic word for twin, didymus in Greek, it must automatically mean that Thomas's twin had to be Jesus. Because clearly the New Testament talks about no other person than Jesus. So the twin must be Jesus. So when the angel shows up to Mary, hey, Mary, you're having twins. One of them will be the anointed Son of God, the chosen one, and he'll save the world. And the other one will just be, we'll call him twin. Really? So yeah, it's like super virgin birth. Twin virgin. Like, come on, no. So anyways, when Judas and company show up to arrest Jesus on that night, they arrest the wrong guy. They arrest Thomas because apparently he's supposed to look like Jesus. And so Thomas gets crucified while Jesus just kind of scurries off. And then a few days later says, hey, I'm alive. The Muslims have a similar view. Many Muslim sects hold to a form of this belief, but it's not Thomas. It's actually Simon of Cyrene, the guy who helped Jesus carry the cross. And while they're carrying the cross, Jesus kind of does like a little magic trick, snaps his fingers, and he changes their physical appearance. So that Simon now looks like Jesus, and Jesus now looks like Simon. And when they get to the top of Calvary, the Romans grab Jesus, who's actually Simon, and they crucify him. And the actual Jesus, who looks like Simon, is standing there laughing at Simon who's getting crucified, and he walks away and teleports off. One of the Quran verses that kind of that hints at this, they killed Jesus not, they crucified him not. It only appeared that it actually killed Simon. Okay. Problems. Number one, yes, his name means twin. But there is no place in the Bible that says he's Jesus' twin. There is no place in the Bible that says they look alike. They are not doppelgangers, okay? None. And again, the women are there. Mary Magdalene is there. His mother is there. All the other women were there at the cross. And you know what they saw immediately and who they recognized immediately? Jesus. Okay? You don't think a mom knows what their kid looks like? And again, it comes back to the empty tomb. It always comes back to the empty tomb. If there is a second Jesus who's crucified somewhere and who's dead and buried somewhere, if Jesus is running around saying, I'm alive, why is the tomb empty? Then you still have to have the guys go beat up the Romans or wait for them to fall asleep and steal the body. You still have a corpse in that tomb, even if they grab the wrong guy. What do you do? See, the tomb is empty. All of these crash and break upon the waters of that one fact, the empty tomb. All of these theories fall apart on that one fact alone. And there are many other facts that they break on as well. And again, if it's all just a hoax, the change in the apostles, the change in James and Paul, are they going to all die for a hoax? Would you? And the idea that Simon was crucified instead of, like, there's no place in history that ever says this. There's not even the cults and the church heretics in the first 500 years of Christianity even thought of this. This was a uniquely Muslim thing that exists only in Islam, and no one else ever even tries to put this forth as a hypothesis. It's them and them alone. In fact, many of them try not even to do it anymore. They tend to go for the swoon theory these days, from what I understand. But not even the early heretics, the original heretics, didn't even think of this.